Hello, we live? What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Just hanging out today. Chill Sunday. Getting some work done. So, this stream, am I centered? Let me just get a little bit centered here. So I'm going to sound a little bit nasally today. I've been sick since Thursday, so about 4 days, which has been a pain in the ass since most of my videos is just about, like, me talking, me reading something, or me sharing a story, and I've had this like nasal congestion, sore throat thing, so I haven't been able to record or post any videos. And I got sick in the beginning of November too. So let me restore the chat. We had issues with the chat last time, having it show on the side. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, there we go. Yo, Red. What's up, Red? Chill Sunday? Bro, everybody's been getting sick around me. Oh, dude, it's been spreading. It's crazy because I got sick in the first week of November and the last week. And both times it was from my kids. Getting a cold from children is like, I don't know what it is. It wrecks your immune system, bro. It's like some next level germs. We took the kids to one of those, what do you call it? It's like a play, not a play group. It's like a place you can go to where they'll have a ball pit, slides, an apparatus they can climb, like a jungle gym, sort of like a playhouse, I guess you could say, a kid's playground. So I love taking Tiffany and the kids to those type of things because it gets them to burn off a bunch of their energy, and they have a lot of fun. But man, the germs. It's like a germ-infested building. So I think that's where I got sick from. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Bum, bum. So yeah, I was just hoping I'd get a little bit better. Make sure we could make it to the stream. Drink lemon water. Maybe I should do that. I've been drinking a lot of tea, green tea. I have some Halls. So if there's something clicking in my mouth, it's the Halls. This audio is going to be annoying, bro. half Asian nasally dude. But it's all good. We push through. So how you guys doing this weekend? Yo, it's December, bro. Dude, it's December 3rd. That's crazy. Yo, 2023 flew by so fast. Unbelievable. Yo, Ken Smith, what's up, dude? I hope you feel better real soon, my friend. Yeah, thanks, Ken. Appreciate it, dude. That time of the year, right? So, it's all right. I think the worst part is when you can't sleep. Man, that's that's the worst. And we were busy at work too, because it's the busiest time for logistics, right? Christmas season, all that type of stuff. Half Asian male catches nose AIDS. Yo. Hold on, I got an email. We got an email from Deb. Can I see part? So right now it says we have 6 concurrent viewers, but the chat there's only Ken and Red. So we have 4 people that are watching but can't access the chat. Huh. So maybe you're not alone, Deb. So Deb, who watches the stream, but she can't get into the chat, she sent me an email. She said she enjoys hearing all of us chat, especially Red. He's funny, and she said to tell everybody hi. So hi from Deb, who is an avid participant of the stream. Hi, Deb. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Good one, Red. Yo, Red. Red makes me laugh, bro. What's up, Ken? What were you? Actually, no. I'll talk to you. I'll reply to your message later. I saw your message, Ken. I'll reply to you after the stream. Shout out to Ken and Deb. Yes, the crew. So let me tell you guys about a couple interesting side projects that I've been working on, kind of behind the scenes, discreetly. So I know there's this idea that I always talk about, like diversifying your income, right? Diversifying your assets, your portfolio, all that type of stuff. And so I was thinking, like, should I diversify kind of like my YouTube business sort of thing a little bit more? And the monetization hits and all that flagging stuff, it's just so exhausting. And I was like, maybe I should just make like a secret YouTube channel for fun, just on the side, and just do it in my spare time and see if I can grow it independently of the audience that we have here. So say, for example, I have like the podcast, which kind of sucks. I have that Bearsy Analytics channel, which kind of sucks, but I sort of like actively promote it. So I've been trying to see, like, okay, do I have the skills to create a brand new channel, not tell anyone about it, and grow it secretly, right? Because what you realize about YouTube is like, oh, you gain subscribers. I gained subscribers from 2019, 2020, 2021. But then I'm thinking like, okay, we have 8,000 subs, but how many of those people or subscriptions are actually active? There's probably a huge portion of those 8,000 that subscribed 3 years ago that don't care. Maybe their accounts got deleted. They don't even use YouTube anymore. Their interests have changed, right? So that I kind of don't like the subscriber metric because it doesn't give you an accurate representation of the true amount of audience, I guess, you have. So I started a secret channel exactly 2 months ago. And I was just kind of posting content on it. And it's grown to 530 subscribers in 2 months. And right now it's growing faster than this channel. So I'm like, okay, hold up. What is going on? So I'll reveal the channel to you guys. My goal is to get it monetized, right? So I want to see if I can get to the 1,000 subscribers and hit the, what do you call it, requirement for monetization and all that stuff. So I've been working on it and it's been doing really well. Can't believe it's December already. Wet day here. Bug beats snow? Oh, butt beats the snow? Dude, snow's coming, bro. Gotta get your winter tires on. Diversify your ass. Yo. The analytics are going crazy. Yeah. Let me see. So I haven't told anyone what the channel name is because I don't want it to get any growth, attention, or traffic from an outside influence. I want to see if I actually know what I'm talking about, right? Because a lot of people, especially in these coaching calls that I do now, I've been getting a lot of questions about like business. How do I start a business? How do I start a podcast? How do I start a YouTube channel? How do I start live streaming, right? How do I create a newsletter, a website, all this stuff that I kind of dabble in? I've been getting a lot of these questions. And then I sort of stopped and I was thinking like, I've been giving people advice and motivation on how and why to start a YouTube channel, but can I back it up? Because I could easily just be like, oh, look, I have this channel right here. It has 8K subs. We grow at like 10 to 20 subscribers every day, blah, blah, blah. But I was just like thinking like, do I actually know what I'm talking about? And so I sort of put my own skill set to the test. It's like a side project. And let me see. So it has 533 subscribers in 60 days. It's just all like kind of like YouTube Shorts. and is doing 43,000 views every 48 hours. Ridiculous. So it's doing better than this channel. So it's going to be interesting when that if that channel outpaces this one or something. Samantha Clouds, what's up, Samantha? Haven't seen you here before. How you doing? How long do you think it takes to heal mentally from trauma while microdosing? How many months would it take? Wow, that's an interesting question. So, I guess you would probably need more context to answer that question properly, because it would be like, what type of trauma? How serious is the trauma? Right? Is there any physical ailments or damage caused by the trauma, right? Because the whole idea of microdosing, it gives you this tiny little boost to your serotonin, neural pathways, and this idea called neuroplasticity and blah, 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 all this stuff. So the problem is trying to assign a specific number to something like that is incredibly difficult, right? Because it depends on the person, depends on the trauma, and also depends on the dose. Like, how big of a microdose are we talking about, right? And a lot of this stuff, it's I hate to say this, but I have to be honest. It's not fully clinically studied, I don't think. There's a lot of anecdotal information when it comes to the benefits of psychedelics and your brain. But I think the correct answer is like it depends. It really depends. And it's like a mixed bag, right? I've heard of people have zero benefit when it comes to microdosing. They tried it, felt nothing, didn't improve anything, ended up just being a waste of time and waste of their money. But on that spectrum, there has also been people like myself who have had an immense amount of benefits. So I guess it would kind of depend. Probably 70% interactive. Sound close. By outside influence, do you mean bot subs? Okay, yeah, that's another thing. See, I guess what I mean by outside influence is like, say if I start a new channel, I could tell you guys about it, and then it would drive viewers to it and it would get subscribers. I could tell my brother or my friends about it. I could tell my Discord friends about it. I could post it on my community tab. Like, I don't want to promote it or link it to this community that we have in any way possible. I want it to just be completely neutral. Like, no, when I say no outside influence, like, I don't want to boost it at all. I want it to just grow 100% organically, just through the whims of YouTube. But the bot subs is another it's another thing that's, I think, is incredibly stupid. I know people who do this, who buy subs, or they buy these companies that create these bots and they sub and it drives up the subscriber number on your channel, but that doesn't do anything. Because if you're trying to make money or get brand deals or sponsorships, brands look at the amount of views and engagement you have. They don't care about the subscribers, right? It's the subscriber number. It's such a fleeting metric to chase. It's all the wrong reasons about social media. It's like this sub count, follower count, because that's what gives you like the dopamine hit, right? Because you associate subscribers with an actual individual, a person in reality. Like, oh, this subscriber number went up by an increment of 1. Now I have one more fan, one more viewer, one more follower, and it makes you happy as a creator, right? But it's like, that is the wrong metric to live your life by, right? So the buying subs, the botting subs, that's all just stupidity. Red's pause always gets me. I'll never forget when we were talking about penis envy, the PE mushrooms. And Red was like, wait, what? I've never laughed so hard, bro. That was the funniest. we should dig up that stream, clip that, and put it into a YouTube short. That was epic. Samantha, okay, more mental trauma. I have been taking it. It did help so far. Okay, that's good. So anything related to the brain, right? It's tricky. It's so complex and intricate and convoluted, and like even scientists say that we don't even fully understand the brain, right? So anything related to the brain, especially with psychedelics, it gets really sticky. But the way that I can only give you my perspective, which is anecdotal. Whenever I've been under the influence of microdosing, and when I say microdosing, I am talking about the, I would say 250 to 400 milligram range. That's usually like the microdose range for me. I have always had positive benefits when it comes to my mental capacity, my mental clarity, and my creativity. And it's very interesting and it's very apparent. And I know that microdosing, you're not really supposed to feel it. Like in the moment, I guess you kind of don't feel it. But after the fact, when I review my day, after I've gone through a day of microdosing and I see how much work I've done, how much more creative I've been, and how much more productive I've been throughout that day, that's when you know the microdosing is having some type of tangible effect on you physically, right? And I can only imagine what that's doing to the brain. And that's just like all the studies in relation to anxiety and depression. And that, in my opinion, is the golden egg of microdosing. It will be, I guess, the white swan event if it ever becomes legal, where you have this organic thing, this fungi that grows in nature that can alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression and get people off of their SSRIs, right? Their serotonin reuptake inhibitors. And you don't need those type of drugs. You don't need it. But obviously there's a conflict of interest there with pharmaceuticals, right, and the financials. So it's a tricky subject. It's really tricky. I think I'm just hopeful that we can get on with this legality of this stuff, kind of like how we did with marijuana, and it just becomes accepted, right? Because look at marijuana, look at cannabis. It was demonized all through the 90s and 80s, 70s, and so on. And then now it's just nothing. It's like part of everyday life. You know, or you smell it in the street, people are talking about it, and it's just normal, right? It's just accepted. And then hopefully we can get to a point where society has adopted psilocybin and all these different fungi, and people can get off this antidepressant medication. We can help people alleviate their mental health issues with this tiny little thing that is non-addictive, while it is psychoactive. But also, I don't believe you can overdose on it. So unlike the negative side effects of alcohol, right, there comes with tons and tons of benefits in relation to the very few negatives. So that's just always been my opinion on that. Almost time to eat something again. I just wanted to pop on to show respect. Catch you after if still streaming, brother. Yeah, I'm probably going to be on for an hour and a half or however long my voice holds up. I have this like cough drop stuck in my cheek. It's just like stuck in here. There's an NBA player pause compilation on YouTube. Wait, what? Yo, I love anything basketball. What is it called? NBA player. Is that what it's called? Is it just them saying like sus comments in their interviews? Is that what it is? This is a video compilation of some of the most sus or pause-worthy moments in the NBA. Oh, man. Oh. Is this like the one where Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaq, and Ernie, they were talking about some game, and Charles was like, oh, when a guy is backing you down and he's banging you, is it like one of those things? Okay, I see a video that's, oh, it's only 2.5 minutes. 4 minutes. Of course, James Harden. Oh, I know there's another one with Dwight Howard when he's getting interviewed by a reporter, right? Okay, I'll check it out after, Red. I think there's one where, yeah, Dwight was in Atlanta, and they won the game, and this reporter, this woman, is interviewing him after. And she's like asking, oh, how'd you get the win? Or like, you know, those typical sports questions. And he was like, it was all about the D. It's so funny. Defense wins games, bro. It's all about the D. You gotta have good defense. Gotta have strong D. It's so funny. I've been trying to watch this mid-season tournament stuff. It's so confusing, dude. Because it starts soon, right? I want to say like Monday? Yeah, Monday. So this NBA mid-season tournament. So there's Boston, Indiana, New Orleans, Sacramento, New York, Milwaukee, Phoenix, LA. I was trying to follow along with like the group stages, and I was like, what is this? It's so confusing. So I guess the bracket in the West is LA is 1, Phoenix is 4, Sacramento and New Orleans are 2, 3. Milwaukee is 1, New York is 4. And Boston and Indiana are 2, 3. And then the finalists will play a game in Vegas. And they're playing for $500,000 for each player and coach, I think. I don't know how I feel about it. The NBA is always trying to do like innovative stuff. I remember when they changed the All-Star game to captains. I kind of enjoyed it when they had the draft, and then you could watch the captains pick the players live. And then there was that one year where Kevin Durant was mad at James Harden because James Harden requested a trade off of Brooklyn. And then LeBron is trying to pick anyone but Harden to try to force Durant to draft Harden on his team, but he wouldn't do it. And then everyone is just like laughing at him. So, yeah, the NBA does what they do. Yeah, I'll check out this compilation stuff after. NBA sus moments. Oh, you know what I haven't watched in a long time is that Shaqtin' a Fool. I used to watch that all the time, dude. I used to always watch Shaqtin' a Fool. I beat you one-on-one in ball. Oh, dang. Yo, Red, how tall are you? How tall are you, bro? Actually, you probably would. I'm old. I'm old. I'm old and slow. I got cut from my high school team. I was a backup point guard, and I got cut. Not that tall, 5'7". Okay, so I could, I have a chance. I'm 5'10". But I I'm old and I haven't played in years. When's the last time I like really played? Man, it's been so long. Because when I quit playing ball, I got into the gym. Yeah, so I think it's been like, it's probably been well over 10 years since I played ball, like, seriously. There was one time in July, this July, I played for Lincoln's birthday, my son's birthday. We had his birthday at a park and they had like a basketball court, so I played a little bit. If I'm ever in Canada, I'm gonna pull up. Yo, bro, if you're ever in Canada, let me know. Reach out. I don't know why you'd ever want to come here, though. It's because what's the weather in Cali today? Let's see, weather California. So in Fahrenheit, 65. So weather in Toronto is 38 Fahrenheit. Man, look at this. California weather. Sunny, 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 sunny. Thursday, sunny with periodic clouds. Sunny. It's just, you get sun every single day. Here we got, today it's cloudy and rain. Tomorrow cloudy. Tuesday cloudy. Wednesday mostly cloudy, some sun. Thursday cloudy. Friday cloudy. Saturday cloudy and rain. Sunday cloudy and heavy rain and wind. Oh my god. Ah, dude. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to you know what though? I don't really mind the cold weather that bad. It's the driving what sucks. Everything is slower and it's also dangerous too with the kids in the car, right? So that's what kind of sucks. Well, that's an interesting statement. The weather is overrated here. I prefer more cold, just my opinion, tired of the sun. Huh. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard that before. The weather in California is overrated? Dang. But you know what it is though? People like me who kind of live on the northern East Coast, that go through the full spectrum of the seasons. Like we have 4 completely different seasons, right? Like summer, spring, winter, fall. Is like our summer is so short. It's maybe 2.5 months. So it makes me really appreciate the sun. But if you get that sun every single day, you're probably just like, oh, but it's like you're used to it. Yo, Arnie, what's up, dude? I'm here. Derek, are you sick, bro? Yeah, man, I'm sick. My nose and my voice is all like nasally. Gonna have a halls, like a cough drop in my mouth. We have a creature of the darkness among us. You know who has a birthday today? Ozzy the Dark Prince Wow, Ozzy Osbourne? That guy's still alive? What's that guy? What's that famous song by Ozzy Osbourne? The very first verse, he yells like, all aboard, I think. 75. Dang. Ozzy Osbourne. Born 1948, December 3rd. That's random. Are you an Ozzy Osbourne fan? Don't get me wrong though, I'd be outside. I just prefer colder climates. Oh, that's interesting. See, I think my my issue with like climate. I wish there was somewhere in Canada where we could move to, like to move south to get into a different climate. That's what's sort of cool about the US, right? That you can move states and stay within your country and get to different climates. Here, you can just go, you can only move laterally, east or west. So it just goes cold, cold, other different types of cold. You can't really go south. Oh, that's it. Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath goes hard. Pioneers of heavy metal. What is that song I'm thinking of? It has to be a Black Sabbath song. Well, that's a tongue twister. Let me see. Oh man, this stupid cold, bro. Oh, I can't like breathe through my nose properly. So annoying. I love fairies. Fairies? Wear Boots, The Wizard, War Pigs. Classics. Huh. This is not my cup of tea of music. Into the Void and Beyond the Wall of Sleep are good songs. Oh, damn, Red, you know this stuff too? Into the Void. What is this? Into the Void. Black Sabbath, Into the Void, 2014 remastered. Huh. Beyond the Walls of Sleep? Walls of Sleep. Derek listens to Eurodance? Yo. Oh no. Oh no. What is that? My like Italian blood? The European blood coming out there? Eurodance? Oh, unfortunately that's not my genre of music either. Music I listen to is weird. I liked hip-hop and classical piano. That's like my type of music. I don't know why. And like a little bit of K-pop, I guess you could say. Ozzy is just a lovable person in general. You don't have to dig his music. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, isn't his wife... I remember, what's her name? Sharon Osbourne? His wife was on one of those TV reality shows, right? Like America's Got Talent or something. I remember there was some TV show I watched for a little bit where his wife was a judge. I think that was it. Derek, how big is your meme collection? Not to brag, but I'm a bit of a meme lord myself. Oh, man. So, I enjoy a good meme every once in a while. I'm more of like a YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reel kind of person that sends links to those stuff into like our group chats. Well, I can't talk. Group chats with like my family, cousins, and my brother. And the stuff I send is usually chaos. Have seen your Trippin' Shorts? What's that? My Trippin' Shorts? Oh, my shorts on this channel? Oh, there was like so there was a short period of time on this channel. I had a bunch of memes, and I kind of just sort of tested them out on YouTube Shorts for a little bit. I deleted them all eventually, and I tried them on like a separate meme channel just sort of for fun. This is when I was experimenting with trying to start a channel independent of this one. So I was experimenting with a bunch of memes, puzzles, NBA trivia, So I threw them on this channel just to see. I wanted to see what the retention and the metrics were like. And then once I figured out which one I wanted to go with, I deleted them all. Then I created a separate channel. So already before, in the beginning of the stream, before you were here, I was talking about how I wanted to start a brand new YouTube channel, independent of this one, where I didn't want to influence the amount of views or subscribers that it got based off of my concurrent audience on this channel. So I made it in secret. I didn't tell anyone about it, and I sort of figured out what type of niche or what idea that I wanted to use based off of those trials that I did on this channel. And I've been growing this other channel in secret. And so it's up to about 500 something subs, so it's getting there. Yeah, my nose is running now. I don't want to blow my nose into the stream. Whoever controls the memes controls the universe. I enjoy a pretty good meme every once in a while. Have you seen the new Vice documentary about the toad venom? Oh, is that... Do you mean the psychedelic toad venom? I know a guy who's taken it. I haven't seen the documentary though. I'm getting sick watching this stream. Sending my germs through the Wi-Fi, bro. Dude, I was worse on Thursday night or Friday. I think I slept like 12 hours. I had the chills. I had a fever. It was, oh, dude, it was awful. I just couldn't do anything. It's called Bufo, is it? One of my friends did it. I actually talked to him about it. It was my buddy Virgo from the Psychedelic Actualization YouTube channel. Yeah, this is it. Bufo alvarius toad venom. Yeah, my friend did this before. He told me about it. And it causes you to purge and you feel kind of messed up as well. It's apparently stronger than DMT. Yo, that's crazy. Hot spicy ramen does wonders for colds. Ah. You know what I love in the winter though is like a nice, like huge bowl of pho, like the Vietnamese soup. Dude, that's the best. Maybe I'll have some ramen for lunch. Because what did I eat today? I didn't eat anything today yet. I had coffee. What did I have? I had coffee and something. Oh no, I did. I had noodles, chicken, and tofu for lunch. Actually, yeah, I did have lunch. It was like early lunch. The toad venom that's stronger than DMT. Bufo? Am I saying that right? Bufo? Bufo? High Society? Oh, that's the name of it? Okay. Let me copy that. The toad venom that's stronger than DMT. Dude. It's already freaking me out, man. Stronger than DMT? Oh, God. That might be too serious for me. I should go to the pool and go to the sauna. Yo, that is one thing. I've been thinking about this a lot. When I find a new gym to go to, I want to find one so bad with the sauna. It's just in the previous city that I was living in last year, there was a gym that I was going to that it had a sauna. It was like awesome. It was so good. Because I'm sure you guys know tons of health benefits when it comes to sauna use and heat shock proteins and all this stuff. That lady, Dr. Rhonda Patrick and Andrew Huberman, I think they talk a lot about sauna use. But here in this new city that we moved to, I used to live west of Toronto. Now I live in the north. And, you know, we had the kids, and I haven't been able to get back to the gym because, you know, it's sort of tough. You have like a newborn, you can't really leave to go work out for like an hour, right? So eventually, once they get older and I can get back on a more consistent schedule, I will definitely want to find a gym with a sauna again. Man, what is this? My nose is running now. It's like all this talking has activated the nasal ducts. F you, dad. Sauna is so good. Yeah, it's just like there'll be time to get that back into the routine. It's interesting because as you go through like the different stages of life, you realize where, or like there's like this hierarchy when it comes to your time and where you can sort of allot things to. And it's a little bit counterintuitive because I always promote this idea of health and wellness. And so you would think that I would be able to find time to fit the gym into my schedule, right? But the emotional and financial burden that you have as a parent, it's a lot, right? It's really tough. So then you realize that things like video games, Netflix, movies, TV shows, and the gym, they kind of get pushed down in that hierarchy. Dominic? What's up, Dominic? Oh, my bad, wrong chat. Yeah. Dominic got lost. Yo, bro took a wrong turn. Derek, what is your stance on vaping culture? So, to be honest, whenever there's a topic that I've never tried, I'm sort of hesitant to give my opinion about, because I'm not in the vaping world. I've never tried it, never done it, have never had any interest in it at all. So this is like a topic that I don't know anything about. Like, what are you vaping? Is it like just liquid? Is it chemicals? Is it, I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about it at all. My only suspicion is like, I remember people saying like, oh, it helped me get off of cigarettes. I'm like, okay, then maybe vaping is a good thing. But then also I read this article once about how vaping, it's horrible for your lungs. And so I was wondering, is it even better than cigarettes, or is it just as bad? So I don't know. I have no idea. I just find it sort of amusing, the different type of vapes that people have. Because sometimes there'll be like a book, like this thick looking book with like a spout in the corner. I'm like, what the hell is that? And all of a sudden they take a hit and they blow out this giant smoke cloud. It's like, all right, do your thing, bro. Yeah, so I don't know. Vaping ain't my thing. Too late, Dominic. You're here now. Yo, Dominic, come and stay, bro. What's up? We're chilling. Talk to the boys. What's going on? How'd you even get here? I have don't I have subscriber only chat on? I do, right? How do wait, hold on. Let me get all chat. Okay, there, all chat is on. Oh, it censored one of your messages. Oh, dude. You once caught genital warts off a... Oh, whoa. Okay, so YouTube was censoring Dominic's messages. I just turned the... Yo, do you guys see his message? Some Guatemalan lady. She cured them by rubbing a toad over my junk. True story. Holy shit. What the heck is that? Yo, this guy talking about the same toad as Arnie, bro? Yo, did you have like a psychedelic experience? It was hilarious. I don't know, man. YouTube censored this guy's message. But it showed up when I changed the filter. I love the chaos, dude. I don't care. I hate the censorship stuff, to be honest. I'm not a fan of the censorship stuff at all. You gotta let people talk their crazy. Derek, do you get money for recycling your bottles and cans like we do here in Iceland? We get 20 krones for each bottle. We get money for recycling beer bottles. But something like a can of Pepsi or Coca-Cola, no. That just goes in like the regular recycling. But if you have like a whiskey bottle, vodka, beer, something like that, you take that back to our like beer store, and I think you get, is it 5 cents or 10 cents? Depending on the size of the can. So yeah, we do get a little bit of money for recycling alcoholic beverage containers. LOL, what is this? Embrace the chaos. Yeah, you know what though? Recycling is kind of a scam though. I don't know if it's like this in is it all of North America? But a huge portion of North America, I think it's like 90 to 95% of the stuff you put into recycling, it just gets thrown in the landfill anyway. And only like 5 to 10% of the stuff actually gets recycled. So here at my house, we have a blue bin for recycling. We have a black bin for garbage, and we have a green bin for like biodegradable compost stuff. For example, recycling and the biodegradable green bin is every week. Garbage is every 2 weeks. And so I try my best to recycle, but I'm always just like, man, only 10% of this stuff at best that I'm putting into this blue bin is actually going to get recycled, reduced, and reused. So I'm sure there's like a better way we could do it. Wow, that's interesting. We get for glass, plastic, and aluminum. Oh, wow. Huh. That's pretty cool. Oh, I got a cough. Sorry, guys, for the under the weather stream, but I figured I would try. It'd be better than nothing. Derek, have you met someone famous? Have I met someone famous? I'll have to think about that. I met Arthur C. Clarke and shook his hand when I was a boy. Have I met anyone famous? Have I met anyone famous? Hold on, let me actually think about. I've never thought about this because I'm someone, I don't care about celebrities at all. I find celebrities so disinteresting. Aside from maybe like a sports celebrity who has achieved something amazing physically, I guess, but like a movie star or a TV person, I've never really cared. Anyone famous? Man, I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I think I'm going to have to say no. Like the most, I guess, famous quote-unquote person you could say is maybe some poker players I've played with at the same table. But it's not like I had one-on-one conversations with them or like knew them or really met them. Not gonna lie, I met Yo, you met Manny Pacquiao in LA once? This was back in 2007. Yo, yeah, right. Yo, you met Pac-Man? Damn, dude. That's crazy. And you're a boxing guy too. Yo, that's sick. Dude, there's so many. Like I grew up with a lot of Filipino friends because I went to Catholic school growing up. And dude, whenever Manny Pacquiao would fight, all the Filipino flags would come out and all my friends would have like get-togethers and it would just be like this joyous occasion and event whenever Pac-Man was fighting. Dude, so sick. See, something like that would be a celebrity that I would respect. Like a Manny Pacquiao is like a world-class athlete. Like that is super cool. If you were to say like, oh, I don't know, like Kim Kardashian or something is downtown Toronto, I'd be like, I don't give a shit. Like, so what? And? So. You never met Drake before he blew up? He's from Toronto. Yeah, Drake. I used to live near, not really. I kind of lived near the recording studio that Drake started at once, but like that's like nothing. Drake was more of like I think he actually lived in Toronto. I've always lived on the outskirts of Toronto, like in the suburbs. I'm sure there's like millions of people that have Drake stories. 8th division world champ in boxing. Arnie's asking about Pacquiao. Yeah, Pacquiao is like this. Like imagine this. All of a sudden, there's like just this Filipino dude with like these like big fists, big hands, and then I believe his coach was Freddie Roach, right? And you just have this like small, stocky Filipino dude is just a destroyer. He's like destroying everybody. And I have no idea who he was facing because I'm not the biggest boxing fan. But I watched a lot of those Manny Pacquiao fights because it was like an event, right? It was so much fun. And that guy was such a beast, dude. How much would you pay Mike Tyson to say Sphinx? Oh, man. Yo, Mike Tyson is such an interesting dude. That guy was like a killer. And then all of a sudden, he's become this like businessman. He had his own like marijuana cannabis brand, and I saw him on a bunch of podcasts, and he was a proponent of psychedelics as well. I've heard him talk about mushrooms on more than one occasion. Mike Tyson's such an interesting dude, man. But man, Tyson in his prime though, holy shit, that guy was a monster. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for... Oh, yeah, I remember that quote. Your favorite Tyson quote? Yeah, I remember that, man. And he's 100% right. Like, think about... And I experienced this firsthand. Like, think about the shit talk and the disrespect and the hateful comments you get on social media. It's so disrespectful. Because 99% of the time, if you were face to face with those people, they would be too cowardly to even say anything remotely close to that. There was no way they would ever spew that type of hate to someone unless they were able to do it anonymously and not face the physical consequences of that interaction up close and personal, right? Yeah, Mike Tyson's so right. Tyson is an alien? That dude ransacked the heavyweight division for a long time, just knocking out dude. Yeah, dude, in one round. Because Tyson was sort of like stocky, but he was powerful. Again, I'm not the biggest boxing fan, but man, Mike Tyson in his prime, that guy was terrifying. Oh, I have an interesting question. I have a question for you, Red. So who is your greatest boxer of all time? Because I've heard, again, because I'm not educated on this subject that well, because I know people argue for Floyd Mayweather because of his record. They'll argue about Tyson because of his ferocity in his prime. They'll argue about Ali. Like, they'll argue about all these people. Who's your GOAT in boxing? I always wonder. Because if you just go by record and you look at Mayweather, okay, like, just never lost. But think about the cultural impact and significance of someone like Muhammad Ali, right? Or Mike Tyson. Of all time, it's complicated. For me, it's either Floyd or Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard. Huh? I don't really know too much about those dudes. Sugar Ray Leonard. I've heard the name before. He must be like an older boxer. Let me see. Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, he's 67. So when did he box? This must be like back in the day. Oh, his last fight was 97 and 91. Oh, wow. Yeah, so way back. Wait, so Sugar Ray Leonard was 36-1. He beat Roberto Duran in 89. And then he took 2 years off. He fought Terry Norris and lost in 91. Then he came back 6 years later. What happened from 91 to 97? He quit and then came back? Sugar Ray Leonard is the godfather of Khloe Kardashian. What? Oh. Why is that in the Wikipedia? What the hell? I don't want to read that. I think it's Logan Paul. Please don't smack me. Oh, man, Logan Paul. So there's two Sugar Rays? What was the other one? Sugar Ray Robinson? He must be back in the day too, right? Oh, he passed away. Oh, he died in 89. Oh, wow, this is way back in the day. Sugar Ray Robinson. 1921. Oh, wow. Yo, he has 174 wins? Oh my god. Oh my god, 201 fights? Dude. Oh my god, that's insane. Let's see this. So he started in 1940. In 2 years, he went 40-0. Oh, shit. How many times is this guy fighting? And then he lost once. And then he went, oh my god. And then all the way until 1951, he was 129-1. Dude, this is crazy. Look at this guy. And then he lost to Randolph Turpin. He's a British boxer. And so Sugar Ray Robinson lost to Randolph Turpin in July of 1951. Wow. What on earth? That looks crazy. See, I don't know anything about boxing, but that's wild. Sugar Ray Robinson is a more decorated fighter out of them all. He dominated so many weight classes. Oh, wow. Robinson was no joke. You got to remember, back in those days, dudes were fighting damn near 20 reps. What? Dude, really? That's crazy. But also, it's like, look at this. He fought February 5th, and then fought February 15th, and then fought February 27th, and then fought March 4th. He fights like once every 2 weeks. Holy shit. Dude, how are you going to fight once every 2 weeks? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I'll let you boxing nuts get this out of your system. Yeah, I'm not a boxing guy. I just find it interesting. There's 7 people watching, but only likes. Yo, hit the like button up. Derek, what costume did you wear in high school Halloween back in the day, or costume party at school? Yo, dude. You ask the most obscure, interesting questions. I like it. Box these nuts. Got him. Oh, yo, Manny Pacquiao, bro. Pac-Man. Costume in Halloween? Damn. So the last Halloween costume I wore was a samurai costume. No, a ninja. A ninja? Yeah, because my brother, he has an umbrella where it looks like the hilt or like the handle, it looks like a samurai sword. So you wear it like a samurai sword, and then it kind of pops out and turns into an umbrella. So the last Halloween costume, I think I bought like I had like an old Japanese kimono or like one of those robes, and I was like a samurai in flip-flops or a ninja in flip-flops or something. Half Asian Japanese dude for Halloween. As a kid, it was always Ninja Turtles. I loved the Ninja Turtles as a kid. That was Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball, and Transformers. That's what I used to watch. I like the question though. This like such obscure questions. It's super interesting. Man, I miss the school days, like the elementary school, high school days. It was so much fun. The Last Samurai is actually based on Derek. Tom Cruise is the only actor to fulfill a half Asian casting. No one else came close. Yo, I love that movie, dude. The Last Samurai was such a good movie. Even though for all the craziness that Tom Cruise is, that guy is a damn good actor. And he's like a vampire or something. Does that guy not age? How old is he? He has to be like close to 60. And that guy looks great. Tom Cruise, how old are you? 50 something? Tom Cruise born in 1962. Wait, so he's 61. Dude, Tom Cruise is 61? Holy shit. I watched the second Top Gun movie. Loved it. But yeah, his personal life is a mess. Scientology cult magic. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The cults. Derek, what do you think about what Andrew Tate said that there are no real men in Canada in his beef with Drake, I believe? Andrew Tate's a funny guy. So obviously he's somewhat making a joke, right? He's very... That guy's very vocal of his hate to... Maybe not his hate. As hate is a strong word. His dislike towards Western societies and countries that are super left-leaning, liberal, or socialist. And I have that same criticism of Canada too, right? But that guy, he's so smart at phrasing his words in a way that will trigger people the most so that he can get the biggest reaction. So obviously when you say there's no men in Canada, like obviously he doesn't believe that, right? But he says it with such vigor and such like confidence, right? It gets people triggered. And then the response that people have is, oh, fuck Andrew Tate, hate Andrew Tate. I find him funny. I find him funny. There's real men everywhere, right? But he has beef with Drake? Why? Andrew Tate, Drake beef? What's the reason about that? Is it because Drake is Canadian, so like he doesn't like him? Oh, Drake has responded to Andrew Tate's mockery of Canadian men. Ugh, dude. Drake, bro. See, Drake, you fell for it, dude. You fell for it. See, this is what people don't understand about Andrew Tate, right? He's playing a game here, right? And he's trying to elicit a reaction. In the world of business, all publicity is good publicity, even if it is negative. That's a very common saying in entrepreneurship and business is the more people think about you, the more people talk about you, it's all just good publicity for you in business. Attention, that's what you want. That's a currency in business, right? And everyone falls for this guy. Derek is Canadian, therefore he's not a real man. Yeah, Tom Cruise still doing his own stunts. Yo, didn't he break his foot? I thought he jumped out of like a plane or a crane or a building and he like fractured his ankle or his foot, right? Tom Cruise broke foot? Stunt? Yeah, he broke his ankle on the set of doing a Mission Impossible stunt. Jesus. Mission Impossible Fallout. Oh, dude, he broke his ankle. Oh my God, that's insane. I'm not so sure what his beef is about. So true, he feeds on the controversy. Yeah, I don't know. I've sort of... There was past streams where a lot of people asked me about my opinion of Andrew Tate. And generally, I don't really care too much because there's so much like really good business, health, motivation, and fitness information that you can take from Andrew Tate. So that's what I focus on. Like, what can I learn from the guy? I don't care what his religious views are. I don't care what his political views are, his personal views, his views towards women or Western countries or Arab. I just don't care. So it doesn't bother me. But the problem that most people have with him is he'll say something that gets them angry or upset. And again, he's trying to elicit a reaction from the general public. That's what he does well. But for me, I've never really cared. I'm just like, all right, dude, sure, no men in Canada. Great. don't care. There's an old saying in Iceland. Oh my gosh, how do you say that? Is that first word God? Or what are all those accents on the O? Helsa? Oh my gosh. Gully? It means good health is worth more than gold. Ah. Good health is worth more than gold. Tate is a troll. He knows his personality sells and it's working. Yeah, it's... But you know what my whole issue with Tate is... like, who cares? Like, why do people get so upset over something? Like, I remember when he said that women can't drive and the internet exploded. Just like... that type of stuff, it just wastes my time. I'm just not interested. I'm like, who cares? Why are you getting upset? People get so upset over something and so triggered off of some dude's belief who lives in Romania somewhere. What he does, what he says has no impact on my life at all. So why would I care? Why would I take it personal? People just get upset for no reason. So... But when Andrew Tate says something about like working out or his routine or his fitness routine, his kickboxing routine, the way he trains or exercises, I'll listen to that stuff because that can have an actual effect on my life. It can affect me in a positive way. So I'll listen to that sort of stuff because he's like a kickboxing world champion or something. I remember I watched a video with was it Mike Thurston and Andrew Tate? Man, dude is a kickboxing wizard, man. But all the other stuff, who cares? Do you take CBD or melatonin to help you sleep at night? I'm about to take my nightly meds. So I take nothing. I've tried CBD. And I've tried melatonin. But you know what the best thing to take for improving your sleep, and this is my opinion, and this is based off of my personal experience, just fill up your schedule every single day with stuff. And you'll sleep fine at night. Like the moment I wake up, I'm either up brewing coffee, doing my morning routine, doing little calisthenics, working on my business, answering emails, cleaning up the house, getting the kids, cleaning something in the garage. I'm always like doing something nonstop. So by the time 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. comes, I'm just so exhausted from just constantly doing stuff. Whenever there's a moment where I'm like sitting on the couch, just like being lazy, just, you know, scrolling through my phone, doing nothing, just force yourself to get up and do something. And by the time you get to the end of the night, you're just going to be exhausted. So when my head hits a pillow, I just fall asleep. Like quick. And I used to be someone who struggled to fall asleep. Like I would lie there, my brain would just keep thinking and racing. I'd be tossing and turning, and I could never fall asleep. But it wasn't until I just made my schedule super full and compact, and I would just like get after it every day. Nighttime comes, I'm just beat. Like the body is physically tired, and then I would just pass out. So that's what I do for sleep. Exactly. Who the fuck cares? Yeah, see what I mean? It's like I don't know the guy. He's not affecting my finances or livelihood. Yeah, that's exactly like what Andrew Tate says. It doesn't affect me. Right? Who cares? Who cares? Yo, Ken Smith, welcome back, dude. How was lunch? Exactly, everything offends somebody too easily. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Derek, you are in Canada. Do you have any Inuit around there? And don't you think their culture is fascinating? Okay, so like the native Inuit people, they're more in like northern Canada. Like, uh, I don't really know anyone that's native. There are like native lands and sort of reserves, but the part of Canada that I live in, I'm near Toronto, which is right near the US. So I'm like right at the border, pretty much. So I'm removed from all that stuff. Derek is actually half Inuit. Someone asked me that before. I've received all type of guesses when it comes to my ethnical background. Full-time caregiver, so my days are always filled. Never any sleep issues. Lunch or supper was good. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you do, Ken? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. Part Samoan. They know how to truly survive out there. Yeah, those people know how to live off the land, right? Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I'm not very educated or knowledgeable when it comes to like the native or the Inuit or those or their people. I know that's a bad thing to say, but uh, it's the truth. Like it's just something I've never really looked into. I've never known anyone. I've never run into anybody. So half Polynesian male. Looking after my 81-year-old stepmom since my dad passed away 8 years ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's admirable, dude. Good for you. You take care of family, bro. The Inuit invented the first sunglasses. It was because there was so much reflection of the snow. It would. Oh, dude, snow blindness is brutal. Yeah, snow blindness is rough, man. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, respect to Ken. Condolences, bro. Yeah, I have a friend, I think he went to medical school. And then after, when he finished his diploma or his degree, he became a full-time caregiver for his grandma. But yeah, man, you got to keep, take care of your parents, people you love. It's important, right? Because you have to remember, they took care of us when we were little and helpless. You got to return the favor. It's like the circle of life, right? I think about that with my parents, because my parents are 70, and they're in great health. But I'm like, man, you guys live in a cottage on a hill in the middle of nowhere. I'm 3 hours away. Like, what if something happens? Right? So I'm always wondering, what are my parents going to do when they're 80 or when they get older? So hopefully, my idea is maybe I'll sell this house, maybe buy a bungalow, like buy a house that doesn't have any stairs, and then they could probably come live with me. So that's probably my plan for the future, I guess. I was lucky to have a great life before gambling. Wow, that's a great perspective to have. At 57, I had my glory days. Yeah, that's life, right? That's life. It's interesting how that works. Because you never think about this stuff when you're younger, right? You always just assume, your parents are just always there. uncles, grandparents are just there. And then all of a sudden, one day they become old and frail and they're just not there anymore, right? And, it's sad, and that will happen to our parents, and that will happen to us one day. And it's important to think about these questions, right? Think about life, and you realize, are you going to waste time listening to Andrew Tate and get upset, become a keyboard warrior and writing hateful comments on social media? Or are you going to spend that time and think about, what matters in your life? What do you want to do with the time you have remaining? Because I think about this question all the time, right? Because I just turned 39. I turned 39 in November. So next year I'm going to be 40. And 40 is halfway to 80. And so let's say if I'm lucky, if I'm absolutely lucky, I have another good 40 years left, right? What do I want to do in that time? I want to be able to not only physically do stuff, but be here mentally. I want to be mentally sharp. I want to be aware. I want to be here for my kids, And it's like you think about these questions. I guess you could call them like existential questions. And it sort of gives you perspective on your life, right? And so every day now it's sort of like, I have like clear purpose with what I want to do, a clear goal, be there for the people that I love, be a strong, capable man, regardless of what Andrew Tate says about Canadian men. It's so important. I couldn't imagine losing my mother, but she is getting frailer with age, and she is a pack-a-day smoker. Oh, man. It'll happen. I just don't want to fathom it. Yeah, it's tough, though. But at the same time, if you never think about the question and confront it, and you just keep delaying it and keep pushing it to the side, that day is going to come, whether you like it or not, and then you might not be ready. So I feel like it's better to confront those fears, right? Those worst case scenarios in your life. Think about it, right? And it gives you time to prepare. So you'll be better prepared for when those situations happen or arise in your life. Canadian men, rise up. Yeah, there's you know what though? There actually is some truth in some of Andrew Tate's like sort of message. And it's sort of not what you think. And that guy, Jordan Peterson, he talks about this a lot. He talks, because Jordan Peterson is Canadian, right? He was a professor here in Toronto. And Jordan Peterson, he really talks about the struggles that men have nowadays in society. And he talks about how like men's mental health is such a problem. And a big part of that is because we don't talk about it, right? As guys, it's not like, hey, how's your mental health today, bro? How you doing? How you feeling? How are you emotionally? This isn't how guys communicate with each other. And I'm the same too. I don't talk to my brother about his mental health. I don't talk to my male cousins about how they're doing. Right? Guys generally aren't like that. So when you have a society, especially a Western society, where men's mental health is at like an all-time low, it seems like, and there's all these issues that young men have, right? You need people like Jordan Peterson to illuminate this issue. And then you need some people like Andrew Tate or like, I don't know, Joe Rogan or Jocko Willink or any of these guys who really promote this idea of discipline, working out, fitness, accountability to become a stronger man. Right? I think a lot of young guys need to hear that. And whether you get that message from Peterson or Rogan or any of these people, or even if it is Andrew Tate, whoever, as long as you get that message, right? I think that's incredibly important for young men. And this is something that guy, what's his name on YouTube? Hamza talks about this a lot. Trying to build stronger young men. And guys need that, right? Guys need role models to look up to. So it's important. It's an important thing to talk about. Proud Nova Scotia man here. Yes, Ken, let's go. We should normalize talking about it. It's not a matter that anyone should be ashamed of. Bottle it up and cap it off. It'll explode later. Yeah, it's hard because when you think about things like a food addiction, you can see it in someone's physical appearance, their weight, their waistline, their obesity. An alcohol addiction, a drug addiction, any of those type of addictions or issues that men have in their life, you can see it on the outside. But things like a gambling addiction, a mental health addiction, a depression, something with depression or anxiety or any of that, that's all on the inside and you can't see that. And so you could see some dude, just maybe you see him every day at work or school, and he just seems totally fine. One of the guys, one of the bros. And he's struggling deep down. Like he's hurting. And he has no one to talk to. And that is very prevalent nowadays. And I think it's amplified by stuff like social media and the society that we live in now. And this is why I'm grateful that I grew up in like the 90s and I didn't have any of this stuff, right? It's, again, I came from like a different generation. But I can only imagine if you're 14 or 15 right now, growing up and you're just started high school and you see things like TikTok and social media and everything that encompasses that, man, like no wonder we have a mental health issue in society, right? So I don't know what the solution or the answer is. The only stance that I've taken is whenever this subject comes up, I'm always more than happy to talk about it. I'm always more than happy to share my own personal experiences and struggles with the issue, you know, because like last stream, was it last stream? I talked about how like I had a bad day where I was having like these negative thoughts. I was having all this doubt. I was like, man, why am I doing all this YouTube stuff? No one cares. Like, I have 8,000 subscribers. People have millions. I have all these like hateful comments. People get thousands and thousands of comments, and like your brain starts playing tricks on you, right? And I have these days too, right? But the answer is, how do you respond to that, right? And I'm lucky enough that I believe that I have strong enough mental health that all this negativity, this stupid stuff that comes up in my life, I can overcome it. So, but someone who's 14, 15, they might not be able to do that, right? So I think it's important to talk about this type of stuff. Have you heard the term free-floating anxiety? No, what is that? Free-floating anxiety. A chronic sense of uneasiness and apprehension not directed towards any specific situation or object. Huh. To put it another way, you might simply feel worried, nervous, and fearful for no clear reason. Oh, I get it. Free-floating anxiety. You're just anxious, but it could be for no reason at all. Wow, geez, what is that? Exactly, that's why you see some men snapping and shooting up places. Yo, that stuff is crazy. Not that I condone it, but the majority of the populace refuses to understand why some men go over the edge. Yeah, it's tough, dude. It's you know what my biggest issue with the whole men's mental health stuff is that when a man cries out for help and he has some type of mental health issue, society society's response is generally just to man up, suck it up. You're a man, just deal with it. It's like people, the normalized response is like people don't care, right? But if it's someone else, like like a boy, a woman, a girl, right? It's like someone that's younger, then there's a little bit more attention paid to it. But when it's like a grown adult man, for whatever reason, people like just don't care, right? So that's a part that kind of sucks, because we should be, because if you believe in equality, right, in this idea, in this concept of equality, if someone is reaching out for help, it shouldn't matter what stage of their life they're in. Like the important point to focus on is they're asking for help. Like that is the most important thing in that situation, is they're looking for help. And just because there's some grown dude, right, doesn't mean you should just overlook that, right? That's the part that's it doesn't get me triggered, but it's sort of like a little sad, right? Mental health is real and should be talked about, but too bad there's so much wrong and misleading information out there about it. I ask because that is what I go through daily. Anxiety without a trigger mechanism. Oh, that's interesting. Howdy do? Oh, Boski. What's up, Tristan? Mr. Anti-Gambler in the house. What's up, dude? Oh man, I'm all congested still. This is so annoying. Probably sounds like I'm talking through a tunnel. I have schizophrenia. Oh, dude. Bro, you have schizophrenia for real? I have schizophrenia, and I need to get my injection every month to stay well. I've had my job since 2014 March, and I have the Icelandic mental health system to thank for it all. Wow. Are you serious? You have... So how does that work? Do you get diagnosed with schizophrenia? Did you have to get like tested for it? Or is this something that you knew? Dude, that's wild. But what... And the injection does what? It keeps the alternative personality at bay? Dude, that's crazy. That's cool though, the Icelandic mental health system. See, it's good because some countries, they take this stuff seriously, right? Dude, I'm glad you're in a country where you can get like support for something like that. It's a sad, complex issue. From the start, men are taught to be emotionless and keep their emotions to themselves. Being stoic and calm is a great masculine skill set. The downside of that is other people will take advantage of that as a sign of weakness. Yeah. See, my whole thing is, I am also on the side of, being strong, being disciplined, being accountable, being masculine, being stoic, all that stuff. But also, that doesn't mean you should, close yourself off to the other emotions that you may go through or feel, right? So I try to accept the whole range or the whole spectrum. But the problem is that a lot of people will kind of like go one way or the other, right? It's like when you see someone who's a complete opposite. When you see a guy that's like really skinny and frail, or maybe he's kind of like overweight and just like a sloth, and he's always complaining and bitching about stuff, and he never works out, he doesn't care about his health, and he's always complaining about his mental health. That's like on the opposite end of the spectrum, where you have someone who takes no accountability, who has no discipline, who has no work ethic, and all he does is cry and complain about his mental health, right? That's like the complete opposite side, where it's like that guy, you can see it on the outside that he has like issues, but you know what's missing in his life, right? Because your physical fitness, it has like a huge impact on everything, because we only have one body, right? But it's the other, it's the most dangerous, is when you see a normal guy, he seems okay, he seems fine, he seems responsible, then all of a sudden one day he goes and shoots up a school, or he kills himself. Like those are those ones where you can't see. Those ones are like the most dangerous, right? Yes, I developed it in my teens. Okay, this is interesting. I thought there were cameras everywhere and everyone was looking at me. It is quite a horrible feeling, as you can imagine. Oh my God. Wait, so it developed in your teens? I thought there were cameras everywhere and everyone was looking at me. Oh my God. Like, I can't even imagine what that feels like. Dude, that sounds so crazy. Like I've read a lot about schizophrenia because there is a link with psychedelics and mushrooms, an actual negative side effect. So I've read a lot about schizophrenics and schizophrenia, but man, I've never talked to anyone that actually has it. No problem, man. Stay strong. Schizophrenia doesn't define you. Well said. I only work 5 hours a day, but I am a hard worker, and the owner of the warehouse I work at loves me. The company has been nothing but good to me all throughout my almost 10 years of working there. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I love to hear that. So do they know about your medical condition and that your medication and all that stuff? Like, do you have to disclose that information to your employer? I'm just doing a random Google search. Do you have to tell your employer if you have schizophrenia? Employees and employers should know that workers are not required to disclose a psychiatric disability unless requesting a job accommodation. If a worker does not disclose, employers must treat that information as confidential. So I'm assuming this is in America. To receive protection under the American Disability Act, you have to tell your employer that you have a mental illness. If you talk to your employer, they cannot discriminate against you, including firing you, rejecting you for a job promotion, or forcing you to take leave. They know, but I am in charge of training all the new workers that come through the company. They start with me and I show them the ropes of the warehouse. Oh, okay, so you're a trainer. Oh, that is so interesting. Dude, that is such an interesting story. Wow. Felix Sylvester, what's up, Felix? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to try shrooms for the first time next week. I'm debating either starting at 2 grams or 1. I'm 6 foot, so I don't know if that will mean I have a higher tolerance or not. I don't know if it's really worth only 1 gram. Sorry, jeez, excuse me. Okay, so let's say you have 2 grams and you're thinking about starting at 1 or 2. I'm 6 foot. Okay, so normally what tolerance is like a tricky thing, right? Because it varies from person to person. But generally, I would assume if someone was 6 foot, they would have much more tolerance than someone that would be 4'10", for example. Someone that has just a much larger individual, right? So I guess the best way I can answer your question is this. I'm 5'10", right? And 2 grams for me is 2 grams dried. Golden Teachers is incredibly enjoyable. You don't get any of the crazy psychosis side effects, no hallucinations, no deep, dark paranoia, no ego death, none of that stuff. You just have to be prepared for body high, increased visuals, that type of stuff. So I don't think nothing wrong starting off with 2, bro. Derek, cover cover your mouth. You discuss. Holy shit! Yo, pigs in the chat, bro. Pigs, all the pigs in the chat. Look at this swine. Yo, swine flu. Oh my god. Yo, Red's playing no games today. This guy's ruthless. Yeah. Oh. Yo, I hate being sick. I'm all like stuffed up here. Oh, it's awful. Much respect for how you deal with your condition. Your condition. Oh my god, I keep coughing. Sorry, boys, my voice is fading. I don't know if I can make it to the 2 hours today. We're running out of gas. The voice is dying. Red, lol. Red is not sugarcoating nothing today. Yo, you guys are jokes. Yo, Arnie, man, love the story, man. Thank you for sharing. That was super awesome. Yeah, I'll probably have some green tea after the stream, and then get ready for dinner. Let's wrap it up soon. Any other interesting questions you guys want to talk about? My my vocals are just shot. I wanted to try to make it to 2, but couldn't do it. Yeah, Arnie, dude, bro, thank you for sharing. Like, I love hearing interesting stories like that. No, oh, you're all out of random shit. Dude, you ask great questions. You ask great questions. I love it. I learned so much. Arnie with an R. All right, Red, my brother, you're the man. You make me laugh. You're the best. Ken, Arnie, and there's a couple people here that I've never seen before. Felix, and there's someone else. Where were you? You asked some question in the beginning about mushrooms. Samantha? Anyways, and Deb, who's watching. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good Sunday. Have a good time with family, or whatever you're gonna do tonight. We'll see you next week for another stream. And when this voice gets fixed, I'll get back to posting videos. So until then, have a good night and be safe. And pigs in the chat, bro. That's gonna be my new emoji. All the pigs. Fucking Red just roasted me today.